Oh, we are live! How are we, lads? Come on, the footy! The footy's back! Guys, subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! The Cowboys win it! Woo! Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the International Wrap Round Football Review. We saw 3 games of football today, and I am joined by Warriors NRL fanatics who live streamed every single one of them. Fanatics, I'm not going to ask you how tired you are because I can already tell by the look of your eyes you look exhausted. But did you enjoy all 3 games today for Wrap Round?
I did. I thought it was great. Great footy. There was quite a few blowouts, but that last game was a great one to watch, especially the Fiji PNG game. But yeah, it was great, and looking forward to getting stuck into the review this tonight.
Yeah, mate, I'm with you. I thought it was a good day / night of football. Really disappointed with Tonga. I thought they would have put up a better fight, but it goes to show when you don't have great halves, you can't win. As for the Samoa Cook Islands game, well, I think we all predicted Samoa to win somewhere between 18 to 30, but they ended up winning by about 30 all up. They won quite easily. And Fiji vs Papua New Guinea. I didn't see many people tip Papua New Guinea. I picked Papua New Guinea to win. I didn't think Fiji were that bad. Fiji were quite poor, bro. What'd you make of Fiji?
Yeah, look, I mean, I thought they started off pretty well, but they didn't really their attack wasn't as fluid. I didn't think it was fluid as I thought it would be, actually.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm fucking with you, bro. I thought it was disappointing. Like I really do. Out of all 3 games, who would you say was the most disappointing team?
Well, I kind of expected a little bit more from Tonga.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
I have to say Tonga.
Yeah, you have to say Tonga because if it's not Tonga, I mean, you could have a case for Fiji, but Fiji were fairly competitive and they didn't get blown out. I want to say hello to everybody in the live chat. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hello to Jason Rader. Hope you're doing well, Jason, and well done to the Kiwis. Electrical Dust is here. CJ Moxley. We've got Joe in the chat. We've got Mustard Cats, Electrical Dust. So it's good to see the crowd starting to build as we get into the review for all 3 games from today. If you guys are new to this YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and like the live stream. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here as well. It's much appreciated. We reached over 2,000 views on the Lebanon versus Malta game Wednesday night, so we did very well with that, and it was a good crowd, and we gained some more subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do so. It means the world to me. And if you want to donate to the channel, feel free to do so. PayPal, the PayPal link is in the description below. If you do PayPal, it's a lot better because the money goes into my bank account instantly. Or if you can't do that, there is Super Chat available as well in the live chat. Fanatics, we're going to review all 3 games one at a time, and we're going to go back to the very first game now. And as we all know, New Zealand 26, Tonga 6. Very disappointing from Tonga. New Zealand got off to a flying start. Tonga did fight back for a bit there. They tried to fight back, and they did fall away. and full credit to New Zealand for getting the dub. But what were your overall thoughts on this game between New Zealand and Tonga this afternoon?
Look, I thought New Zealand were pretty much the dominant team, and the scoreline did show it. 26-6.
Yep.
First half, I think there's quite a few standouts for me, which I'll name in my 3-2-1 man of the match. But yeah, look, I thought New Zealand were the dominant side, and Tonga, well, look, I think their kicking game really let them down, to be completely honest. And the commentary was talking about it a lot too, Fox League
Yep.
commentary. So yeah, for me, I think New Zealand were the dominant side.
I watched the game on Channel 9 and they had the New Zealand commentators. I'm not sure if that was the same on Fox. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah.
Was it the same as Fox commentators?
No, we had to listen to Flanagan and I think it was someone else. I can't remember who else it was.
Warren Smith, Dan Gannay, Vossi, Brendan Speed.
No, Vossi was doing the last game.
Okay. Well, the commentators on Channel 9 were the ones that they do over in New Zealand on Sky Sports. So we didn't have to deal with dead shits. But the commentary I thought was quite good for New Zealand. The commentators in New Zealand are always good. I always enjoy them. But, mate, I want to talk about the crowd. How good was that fucking crowd? There was a sea of red in New Zealand. I swear there was more Tongan supporters than New Zealand. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I'm sure I saw more red than I did New Zealand. What were your thoughts on the crowd, and how good was it to have rugby league back in New Zealand?
Yeah, look, the crowd, you can tell that majority of them all went for Tonga. There was some New Zealand fans there. You could see a few New Zealand fans there in the game, but yeah, look, great atmosphere. The crowd was great, and they were very loud, the Tongan supporters, and even though they were losing and the scoreline was blown out, they're still up there, very vocal, towards their team. It was great to see, but yeah, it was great to have rugby league back in New Zealand. It's been a long time. I think it's 2019 since we last saw a rugby league game at Mount Smart Stadium, international club level. So yeah, look, I was happy to see that rugby league's finally back at Mount Smart Stadium, and we'll get to see it again next week as well with the Warriors playing there. So yeah, it was great.
Well, mate, 1 week from tomorrow, the Warriors are back in New Zealand playing the West Tigers, which is going to be fantastic. And hopefully your boys can get up for that game, because the Warriors, if there's one game that they will be up for next week, it is the one against the West Tigers. I thought it was great to see a big crowd. I thought it was fantastic. I thought it looked fantastic on TV, and shout out to everybody that went to the game. I thought it was fantastic. Obviously, New Zealand were far too good, and good to see the Tongan supporters were very loyal, very passionate, and they didn't get up and leave. So good on them. But before we go through the try scores from the game, bro, I just want to ask you this: how confident would you be now as a New Zealand supporter going into the World Cup after what you just did to Tonga?
Look, I think it's probably one of our best teams today that we fielded in a long time. I like the looks of our forward pack. The halves of Dylan Brown and Jerome Hughes. There was people going, oh, Sean Johnson was dropped, and there's a lot of people umming and ahhing about it, but for me, it was the correct decision. It turned out to be the case tonight. It was the correct decision, whether you think it is or not. I personally think it is, and look, I think it's a strong side, and look, there's plenty to improve on as well for this New Zealand side, even though the scoreline doesn't look like there needs to be an improvement, but I think there's still plenty to work on for New Zealand moving forward and into the World Cup at the end of the year. So, look, in terms of our chances, I think we'll be up there. I think we will be. I think we're a chance for sure. But Australia obviously is still favourites, and you can argue the case for England maybe a chance. You never know with England. But yeah, I give us a chance for sure. I think if we're at our best, we can definitely compete and be a chance to win it.
Well, mate, people are going to say, oh, Sean Johnson should be there. Well, Jerome Hughes just said, well, you're not getting this fucking jersey back anytime soon. And Dylan Brown went, yeah, you're not getting this jersey back unless we're injured. Unless there's an injury to the halves,
Yep.
Sean Johnson ain't going to be playing for New Zealand anytime soon. So
No.
that's one thing as well. And look, I thought, like, obviously, you got the World Cup at the end of the year, and it's over there in England as well. So that gives England an advantage. Obviously, Australia will be the favourites. Teams like England, New Zealand, they will probably be the next two best contenders. And then you got teams like Samoa, Tonga, Fiji, hell, Papua New Guinea are going to be competitive after what we saw tonight. If they keep that same team, they are going to be very competitive. I don't think they can win anything in the World Cup, but they might get to the quarterfinals. But they're a team that we will talk about later on who were also very good. But New Zealand, 26, Tonga 6, mate. Go for the tries now, obviously. First try went to Jerome Hughes. Then the second one to Rapana. And then Sione Katoa for Tonga. Malatalo for New Zealand. And a late try to Isaiah Papali'i. New Zealand, bro. The try scorers today. Did you enjoy the way New Zealand played? Were Tonga just that poor, in your opinion? What do you reckon, bro?
Yeah, look, I thought we scored some great tries. You know, I was happy with the way we played in terms of our style and how we went about it. And look, the halves I thought really stood out for me. I think the likes of Jerome Hughes and
Joseph
Dylan
Manu.
Brown, Joseph Manu, man, he was outstanding. What can you say, Joseph Manu? It was incredible. Yeah, he was amazing. He was just amazing. So, yeah, I was happy with the way we played. I thought we performed very well. Our attack was great, and yeah, we did all the correct things right,
mate. If you go on to the NRL.com website and you look at the stats, it says on the stats that Joseph Manu ran for 404 meters. That is fucking the most in rugby league history, unless the man himself, rugby league history, can tell us that someone else ran for more meters. I don't know, but 404 meters, mate, is ridiculous, isn't it?
That is, yeah, it's just amazing. It's amazing. You know, you don't often see that. You don't often see that. Now, apparently, it's a record too. I think for most meters.
I think it is the record, and I'm sure Rugby League History will let me know in the comments, in the comment section after this review is over, and if it is the world record or not for Rugby League. But it says 404 meters on the NRL website, so it's fucking incredible what Joseph Manu was able to do today. The Tongan halves, mate, Katoni Staggs and Amone, fuck, they were poor, bro. Like, I thought Staggs defensively was quite good, but with the ball in hand, you could clearly see he was out of position and probably should have played in the centres for mine. But what were your thoughts on the halves of Tonga?
Yeah, look, Katoni Staggs, we all know that he's more of a centre than a half. You know, I don't know why there's been talks about him playing halves before for Brisbane. I don't know why that's the case, but yeah, look, for me, you know, their kicking game in that first half, Tonga, you know, was dreadful. It was dreadful in my opinion. So,
I agree.
You know, that's what I had question marks going into this game. In my preview, I talked about the halves. That's where the weakness was for Tonga, and that turned out to be the case tonight. So, yeah, that's they need a proper halves pairing for sure. Tonga, if they're gonna do something at the World Cup.
Well, obviously, Tonga were unable to use Tui Lolohea, who's over there at Huddersfield at the moment in the Super League, and he does play fullback for the Huddersfield Giants. So we all know Tui Lolohea is very versatile and he can play in the halves. So maybe Tui Lolohea at 6 and Amone at 7, or the other way around. Lolohea at 7 and Amone at 6 in the World Cup would probably be a lot better for Tonga, but they definitely can't be going with Staggs and Amone again because it's just not going to work. And it didn't work today, and I don't see anywhere. I don't see how it's going to improve as a halves pairing, considering they don't play together again to the World Cup. So, I'd be going with Tuilola here in the halves when he's available for the World Cup. Hopefully, he stays injury free. And I'm not sure if you noticed this, Fanatics, mate, but I thought the way Tonga used their forward pack was quite disappointing. I thought they used them like it just didn't work the way that we all thought. Obviously, the team just didn't go the way it did, but to bring Ola Kawatu on with 25 minutes to go was just fucking stupid. I thought he would have started and they would have put Keon on the bench, but the way they used the forward pack for mine, bro, was just ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they the way they used their bench
Didn't work.
Yeah, it wasn't the way it should have been for me.
Yeah. Mate, I'm looking at the Tonga forward pack and I'm going, fuck me. This forward pack could compete with Australia. And after what I saw today, I'm going, fuck me. They were not used properly. Every player in the forward pack seemed to look a bit lost, look a bit confused what the next move was, what the next job was to do. And I just thought the way they were coached, it just didn't work. Fanil Blake and Takiyaho in the front row just didn't work. And
No.
I thought Sitili Timonura and Tamalolo both did their job fairly well, but everyone else looked confused. I guess that does have a lot to do with the halves for Tonga, but the forward pack just looked lost. And then when Totola and Fotowaki came on, it got worse. They didn't know what they were doing. So, really disappointing with the halves. And I thought the centers, Suli and Penasini, they didn't get enough ball. And when they had the ball, they were fucked. And Koala at fullback looked a bit confused as well. I'd say Tonga's best player today was probably Havili for mine. What do you reckon?
Yeah. I thought Havili was all right, actually. Yeah, I thought he played all right.
All right, mate. Well, obviously New Zealand were far too good for Tonga, winning 26 points to 6. Mate, give me your top 3 players on ground from 3, 2, 1, and obviously number 1 being your man of the match.
Yeah, okay. So, look, my 3 goes to James Fisher-Harris. My number 2 will go to Jerome Hughes. And my number 1, and look, no doubt about it, Joseph Manu for me. Easily for me.
Yep. No, well said for me, mate. Number 3, I only gave it Joseph Tarpany. I thought Joseph Tarpany at lock was very good for New Zealand. He had a great game. Number 2, the halfback for New Zealand, Jerome Hughes. He was very good as well. And number 1, man of the match, not even close. Joseph Manu, man of the match by a country mile. And get this, he didn't even score a fucking try, but he ran for 400 meters. That's just fucking crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, remarkable.
Insane. Absolutely insane. Well done to New Zealand on a great 26 points to 6 win over Tonga. Looking forward to seeing these two clash again in the World Cup, hopefully. All right. Samoa Cook Islands review now, mate. Samoa 42, Cook Islands 12. I don't think we'll spend too long on this one because of what the score ended up being and the way the game ended up. Mate, we all knew Samoa were probably going to win this game. We all picked them to win pretty comfortably. Cook Islands were terrible in the first half. Second half, they were a bit better. But what were your thoughts on this game overall, bro? I almost fell asleep watching it.
Yeah, look at Samoa, doing a live reaction to this game was, it was really tough to, stay, it was tough to keep watching it, but, I soldiered on, of course, you'd soldier on. But, Samoa, very dominant performance in the first half. I thought the Cook Islands did well in the second half. I think they showed a lot more, effort out there. And, I think they deserved their couple of tries that they scored as well in that second half. So, Samoa just too good, too dominant. And,
Samoa was fucking, oh, mate, they were fucking phenomenal. Samoa, their second half was a bit lackluster, though, I will say that. Josh Schuster, before the game, was very emotional, and that was definitely, it was definitely something that Josh Schuster was very emotional because he was doing this game for his former best mate who passed away, Keith Titmus. And I thought Josh Schuster, his passion, the emotion, he really came out tonight and had a huge game. I thought Schuster was one of the best players on the field, bro. I love it when players do it for guys that have passed away. And the way Schuster played tonight was outstanding, wasn't it, bro?
Yeah. He was great. He's one of the standouts on the field for Samoa, and there's quite a few others that stood out for Samoa. But yeah,
Definitely.
I thought he's one of the best.
Well, mate, question for you now. Now, look, obviously, Cook Islands are usually better than this, and they were disappointing tonight. Can they win a game in the World Cup at the end of the year, bro? Because I thought they were very fucking ordinary tonight.
Yeah, well, who do the Cook Islands have in their pool? That's the question I have
Oh,
for
I
you.
don't know. I don't know at the moment. I have to go back and have a look. But
Yeah,
the Cook Islands were fucked. Terrible.
yeah,
Terrible. All right, well, we'll go for the try scorers now, and there's a few to get through. Milford kicked 5 from Maine, so if Milford had kicked 3 more goals, it would have been 48-12, so, which is fucking crazy to think. All right, first try went to Talon May on that left wing. Another try to Nofaluma, Isaac Tago. Nofaluma got his double in the first half. Second half, Nofaluma got a hat-trick. Talon May got his double. Nofaluma got his hat-trick. 4 tries after that, Nofaluma got. Paulo got one as well. And for Cook Islands, Davey Moel from South Sydney got a try. And Stephen Masters got one as well with about 15 to go. David Nofaluma, mate, 4 tries. What a beast.
yeah. Awesome performance by David Nofaluma. Another one of those players that stood out for Samoa, and at Campbelltown Stadium, a place there where he knows that venue very well, being a West Tigers player. So yeah, he was awesome.
The crowd was definitely behind David Nofaluma at home, playing at Campbelltown, definitely. Samoa, bro, look, I thought their first half was much better than that second half. How much of a threat can Samoa be in the World Cup at the end of the year, bro?
I think they can be a threat. They've got the talent for sure. But in saying that, Samoa last World Cup were very disappointing.
Definitely.
2017, I believe it was the last one, and yeah, they didn't win a game, so they
No,
went
no
winless.
trouble.
And yeah, they were shocking, and they got the same coaching staff there as well. So that's my only concern there for Samoa.
Well, hopefully, guys like Jerome Luai and Brian Toto play for Samoa in the World Cup.
Yeah, I hope so. I really do.
Because I think they're going to need them, bro. Guys like Luai, Toto, Crichton, they're going to need these players for Samoa because I reckon all 3 of them will play for Samoa in the World Cup. But whether that makes them a threat or not remains to be seen. But I definitely need those Panthers guys in there, bro, for sure. Cook Islands, bro, obviously they were terrible and they need to improve a lot. Do you think the Samoan halves, Milford and Harris Tavita, are the right halves for them going forward?
Oh well, I'd probably say right now. I think
Yeah,
that's the halves they're going to go with right now at the moment.
no doubt. Yeah. All right. Well, not much more to say on this. Obviously, Samoa were far too good for Cook Islands, and the game was over after at 20-0. I was getting really sleepy watching this game. With all due respect to Cook Islands, they were so bad, but at least they came out and they gave it a crack. And fair play to them. Your top 3 on ground from this game, bro. Samoa, Cook Islands.
Yeah, okay. So at 3, I've gone with Anthony Milford.
Yep.
And at 2, I'm going to go with David Nofaluma.
Yep. Well done.
And number 1, I'm going to go with Josh Schuster.
Yeah. No, couldn't have said it any better, mate. I'm going to go number 3. I'm also going to go with Anthony Milford. Number 2, David Nofaluma. I mean, 4 tries, for fuck's sake. He was that good. And number 1 man of the match, Josh Schuster. Second row, having 3 tries, sis. And, bro, there was parts of the game where he was walking and then he just started fending off and sprinting. It was just ridiculous. The way he had all the time in the world to do whatever he wanted. So, well played. Well played to Samoa. 42-12, dominant win over Cook Islands. Let's get into the final game, mate. Before we do that, I want to give a shout out in the live chat to Hold the Ball. Hold the Ball's in the live chat. He says, brothers, with the the fire emoji. Shout out to Hold the Ball. He just reached 1,000 subscribers the other day as well. So shout out to Hold the Ball, HTB, the guy that holds the ball. He hit 1,000 subscribers. So everyone, if you haven't subscribed to Hold the Ball, make sure you go and check his channel out. It's a fantastic channel. And what a legend, bro. What a legend. It's a well-deserved achievement. So shout out to Hold the Ball. All right. Papua New Guinea 24. Fiji 14. Fanatics.
Yep.
I predicted Papua New Guinea to win, but I didn't expect them to win by 10. I thought it'd be a bit closer than that. What were your thoughts on PNG, and how disappointing is this loss for Fiji?
Yeah, look. I thought, at the start, it looked like it was going to be Fiji that would go on and put on the scoreline, but the way Papua New Guinea hanged in this game, I was really impressed with them. I was so, I was so thoughtful of what PNG did. They were very courageous. They were very courageous because they had to defend a lot and they had less possession as well in this game. And to come back and lead at halftime, to come back and lead at halftime was incredible. And then in the second half as well, to go on and win the game was amazing. So, yeah, full credit to PNG, and it was a good effort by them, and it showed they were courageous and they deserved to win for me. But Fiji probably were a bit too. Fiji were very disappointing, after the start they had.
How disappointing is this for Fiji, considering they were short price favourites to win? Not many people gave PNG a chance. I know PNG were good and they deserved to win. Credit to them. But Fiji, everybody talks about them as being a dark horse, a team that can get to the World Cup semi-final. Tonight, they are so far away from the World Cup semi-final. It was ridiculous. What do Fiji need to do to improve for the World Cup? What do they need to change, bro?
That's a tough one. I think, look, when Fiji have the possession, when they have the ball, they need to be a bit more patient. I don't think they were patient with the ball tonight. I really don't think they were.
Kevin Nagama at 5'8". Not a good idea. Not a good idea.
Yeah. Kevin Nagama's not a 5'8" for me either.
As much as people don't rate Brendan Wakeham, he needs to be in the halves for sure. He's got to be in there, bro. He's a genuine 5'8" / halfback. You get that bit of game management there. You need him in the You need him in the team. He's got to be there. He has to be there. Bro, I thought Papua New Guinea did well. I think when they were down, 6-0.
Yeah.
I think everybody was just waiting for Papua New Guinea to fall apart, and guys like Kikau, Ravalawa, Sevo, Kikau, Ravalawa, Sevo, Nagama. Everybody was waiting for them to just go, right, bang, bang, bang. Next minute, 20-0, PNG are gone. But PNG, to their credit, they were down 6-0. They were under the pump. They kept turning up. They kept defending. And they allowed Fiji to give them everything they had. And then when Papua New Guinea got their possession, got their opportunity to get the ball in hand, they just went fucking bang, bang. I got to say, the performance tonight from Lachlan Lamb was absolutely outstanding. He had a double. He had a brilliant game. And the Roosters currently have him on contract. If you're a club like the Dolphins coming into the competition, or if you're a club, in the Super League or whatever, somewhere, or someone who needs a half, Lachlan Lamb is a very good player to pick up. So if I was Lachlan Lamb, obviously with Luke Keary and Sam Walker there in front of him, and even Drew Hutchison as well, if I was Lachlan Lamb, I'd be looking at a different club because this bloke's too good to be playing New South Wales Cup. He needs to be in an NRL team every week.
Yeah, I thought he was great actually. Yeah, I think he had a good game for sure.
New Zealand Warriors, give Lachlan Lamb a call. Who knows? Hey, The Warriors are looking for a 5-8, aren't they? They are a bit short on them going into next year, so it could happen. You never know. You never know.
Possibly.
As we know, contracts these days are worth absolutely nothing. So who knows? But Lachlan Lamb tonight, Forney was fantastic. Forney was class. Had a great game. Fiji, bro, obviously not a good night for them in the office. What were your thoughts on William and kick out tonight? I thought he was contained very well.
Yeah, I thought he was going to do a lot more than what he did. I think PNG definitely defensively, didn't give him any opportunities. I thought
it was going for fucking. It was going for all these big hits, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's pretty much all he did tonight.
Mate, what about Papua New Guinea's David Mead? Now, David Mead originally, he is a Aboriginal and he has Papua New Guinea background. He's from Lismore, where I live, and he played for a team called Mars Brothers, who is a local Lismore team. And tonight was his last game for Papua New Guinea, and he scored a try and played well. Do you think David Mead will go down as a legend of Papua New Guinea or what?
Absolutely, no doubt about it. Yeah, look, it was just great. It was just great to see him, score a try in his last game for PNG, and he's been around for a while, David Mead. So look, all the best to him, and he's been one of those great players for the Papua New Guinea side.
Definitely, I thought he was very good as well. All right, well, we'll go for the try scorers, shall we? First try of the game went to Kevin Nagama. Second try went to Lachlan Lamb. The third try went to Yi for PNG. And then there was one to the fullback for Fiji. Is it Taruva? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, Taruva. Yep.
He got a try, and then I think it was leveled up at that point. And then David Mead got a try in his last game, and then there was one to Lachlan Lamb, which got him 24-10 up, and then there was a late try there to Taruva to get a double. Ended up being 24 points to 14. Fanatics, mate, who would your top three players on ground be from Papua New Guinea versus Fiji?
All right, so I'll go through them now. So at 3, I'm going to go... I'll go with Sivo, actually. Marcus Sivo, I thought he was pretty good.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Really? Wow, okay. I'm surprised by that.
Yeah, I've gone with Sivo in number 3. Number 2, I'm going to go with the fullback for Fiji, that Sura Taruva.
Oh, yeah, Taruva,
I thought it was pretty good, yeah. I think it's one of Fiji's standout plays for me. And number 1, I'm going to go with Lachlan Lamb.
Definitely, yeah. You have to go Lachlan Lamb. All right, for me, number 3, I'll go with the Fiji fullback as well, Taruva. Thought Taruva was awesome at fullback for Fiji. Number 2, I'm gonna go with that back row by the name of Nixon Putt, the left edge back row for Papua New Guinea. I thought he had a great game in the back row. Nixon Putt, I thought he was very solid out there on the on the edge. And number 1 man the match for me, bro. I'm gonna give it to Lachlan Lamb as well. Thought Lachlan Lamb had a great game at halfback for Papua New Guinea. Had a try assist, scored 2 tries himself. Was involved 3 out of the 4 tries that Papua New Guinea scored. So Lachlan Lamb is my man of the match. What a performance from Papua New Guinea. But Fanatics, bro, thanks for coming on the review, bro. It's been awesome, mate. International footy, how good?
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Nick. And it was just great to have international footy back on. And I really enjoyed the games today. And looking forward to the World Cup, obviously, at the end of the year. Thanks for having me on.
The World Cup at the end of the year is going to be absolutely fantastic. Anything can happen in the World Cup, and I thought today was fantastic. The crowds were great at over in New Zealand. I think there was about 10,000 at Campbelltown as well, which is pretty good as well. But not pretty good, but it was reasonable crowd at Campbelltown. Could have been better. But if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel of Warriors and Our Finance, make sure you go and check his YouTube channel out. I'll leave the link in the description below. Well, mate, thanks for coming on, and mate, enjoy the rest of your night.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for having me on.
Looking forward to Origin tomorrow, mate. Game 2 should be good. Blues versus the Maroons. So hopefully the Blues can win and level up the series. But everybody, have a good night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the State of Origin Game 2 review. Until then, have a good night.